It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And our focus is on Chase Claypool. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game.
It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
This guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stand an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good for the Lions.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. You talk about this Titan defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on third down. Bailey. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Lions.
Operating from the gun. Bailey. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Back to throw. Bailey. Open man right side is St. Brown. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Second and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Looking to throw. Bailey. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Here's Pacheco headed right. He'll take it inside the 25.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Levis sets up to throw here.
He finds his man, complete. It's Shelton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Levis back to throw. Quick slant finding Claypool.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. One of the tight ends comes in motion.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. Levis will sneak it.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Isaiah Pacheco
adding to his NFL record in touchdowns.
And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone.
It's Williams on the catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
A give right side for Gibbs.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Play action. Bailey firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Titans' 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Bailey. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Back to throw again.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Levis. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Levis looking to throw.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Aiden Hutchinson
Racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
back to throw. It's Levis. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Bailey throwing to start the drive. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard.
Off the play fake. Bailey. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 3rd and 7. Levis.
Hard throw, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Back to throw now on first down.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Once more, it's Pacheco.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Levis to throw it.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense, Charles, they've been a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
That is caught by Laporta.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we're at halftime.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
trucks over him.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
He was brought in at the 45-yard line. A gain of 15. First down, Titans.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a run with Pacheco.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
Now they try with Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man complete. It's Shelton. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 16. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give right side for Pacheco.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. This is Pacheco.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I haven't been a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too plays, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Bailey. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Bailey. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you can.
Back now at Ford Field. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut, and he'll be taken down at about the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Pacheco once again.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Pacheco.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off
Still
the
first
5
down.
and keep it moving.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Here's Pacheco.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Isaiah Pacheco.
With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion right, one of the tight ends. Bailey now, off the play fake. Open man right side of St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Bailey got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw is Bailey. Off play action.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And fighting down inside the 25.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as we take a look at some of the highlights, we see just how impactful he's been. He and his quarterback have such a great chemistry together, and it's been on full display throughout the contest. Levis in trouble. Down he goes.
It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Levis back to throw.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
But now it'll be third down.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man. Complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 82 yards.
And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
But look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll find Williams on the slant. Now inside the 25. Jamison Williams.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
72 yards.
And the Lions use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So Levis and the Titans now
down by 2 touchdowns. 1:52 to play. And their undefeated season about to go by the wayside, barring a late miracle.
Levis, he'll look to throw it.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson
in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Levis.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Jack Campbell with a pick.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs.
He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Gibbs not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Bailey.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Levis looking to throw.
He finds his man complete. It's Shelton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Levis to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it.
In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Here's Levis.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Fourth down, Levis.
And now here is another interception. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense